Good morning, students. Welcome to Rishikul Vidyapit online classes. Let us continue. Our today's topic is Argand plane. In your previous class, you have studied about Cartesian plane. Here we have changed the name. Name is your Argand plane. In previous classes, you write like this is x-axis, this is y-axis. But in complex number, this x-axis will be converted into real axis and y-axis will be converted into imaginary axis. And the name of plane, this whole plane, this will become the Argand plane. Now see how you can represent a complex number in the Argand plane. Suppose z equal to 3 plus 4 item. This is your complex number. I want to represent this complex number in the Argand plane. See what is the real part here. Real part is 3. Imaginary part, that is your 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to represent real part as 3 and imaginary part as 4. This is 3, this is 4. This is your 3, 4. In this way, we can represent a complex number on the Argand plane. Right? Now, suppose your complex number is a plus iota b. Right? Then it will become a and it will become b. Now, no need to write down these things. A is your real part and B is your imaginary part. Now, I want to convert this complex number into polar form. How we can convert this complex number into polar form? See, join this point P with origin. This OP distance, this is called your modulus. Coordinate of origin are 0, 0. Distance formula we know very well. OP equal to under the root. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. It is your a minus 0 whole square plus b minus 0 whole square. This is your a square plus b square. A is your real part and b is your imaginary part. This is the formula which I told you before. Modulus of a complex number, that is equal to under the root real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square. You can write like this also, more of J. Right? R is also the symbol of modulus of a complex number and this is also the symbol for modulus of a complex number. This is your R. Now let this angle be theta. Right? Now draw perpendicular from point P on real axis. Then write like this, draw PM perpendicular on real axis. Now this distance is your B, this is your A. Now in triangle OPM, see, A by R means base upon hypotenuse. This is your cos theta. This implies A equal to R cos theta. B by R. B is your perpendicular, R is your hypotenuse. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, this is your sin theta. B equal to R sin theta. Right? Put value here. Therefore, Z equal to value of A is R cos theta plus iota. Value of B is R sin theta. Take R as common. And this form is called your polar form. Here mainly we are having two terms. First is R you know very well, and second is theta. theta is called your argument, and in polar form it is called your principal argument. Principal argument means where theta lie between minus pi and pi. In principal argument, value of theta lie between minus pi and pi. Right? This you have to remember. Now comes to your questions of polar form. How we can convert a complex number into polar form. Suppose z equal to root 3 minus iota. I want to convert this complex number into polar form. How will you convert? Let this equal to r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. This is your polar form. Now these two complex numbers are equal. Therefore, equating real and imaginary parts. Now see, what is real part here? Real part is root 3. The real part is r cos theta. Imaginary part minus 1. Here imaginary part is r sin theta. Next step is scaling and adding. You will get root 3 whole square plus minus 1 whole square equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. Root 3 square is 3, minus 1 whole square is 1. Take r square as common. What is left? Cos square theta plus sin square theta. 3 plus 1 4. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. This implies r square equal to 4 and r equal to 2. You will not write plus minus 2 because what is r? R is modulus and modulus is always positive. Why it is positive? Because modulus means distance of this point P from origin and distance is always positive. That's why r is positive. Now put value of r in first and second. See what you get. Root 3 equal to 2 cos theta minus 1 equal to 2 sin theta. This implies cos theta equal to root 3 by 2 and sin theta equal to minus 1 by 2. Now cos theta is positive. Cos theta is positive in which quadrant? I think first and fourth. Sin theta is negative. Sin theta is negative in third and fourth quadrant. Now check the common quadrant. Common quadrant is your 4. Therefore, theta lies in fourth quadrant. Now for this quadrant, you have to remember this table. Because theta is your principal argument and in principal argument, value of theta should lie between minus pi and pi. How this value will lie? For this, remember this table. This is your real axis. This is your imaginary axis. For first quadrant, your answer should be alpha. Second, pi minus alpha. Third and fourth, take negative. Alpha will become minus alpha and this will become minus of pi minus alpha. Remember this table for principal argument. If you want your answer in this range, you have to remember this table. Now, fourth quadrant. Therefore, theta will be equal to minus alpha. Now, our main aim is to find out alpha. And alpha is always positive. And value of alpha you can find out from the value of cos as well as from the value of sin. I am finding out from sin. Sin theta equal to minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2. We know the trigonometric table. 1 by 2. That is equal to sin pi by 6. Therefore, alpha equal to pi by 6. Alpha is always positive. Where this negative sign has gone? This negative sign we have already considered in quadrants. There is no use of this. Right? Now, alpha is pi by 6. Therefore, theta equal to minus pi by 6. Because I told you theta equal to minus alpha in this question. Therefore, polar form is, put up the value, R is your 2 cos minus pi by 6 plus iota 2 sine minus pi by 6. Take 2 as common. This is your cos minus pi by 6 plus iota sine minus pi by 6. In this way, we can convert a complex number into polar form. Now see one more problem regarding polar form. I am taking -1 minus root 3 iota. I want to convert this complex number into polar form. Complex number is -1 minus iota root. Polar form, you will start as the r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. This is your polar form. We have to find out the value of r and theta here. First step, equating real and imaginary parts. What is real part? -1. Here real part is r cos theta. Imaginary part minus root 3. Here imaginary part is r sin theta. Right? Say this is equation number 1 and this is your equation number 2. Scaling and adding. What you will get? -1 whole square plus minus root 3 whole square. This is equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. -1 whole square is 1. Minus root 3 whole square is 3. Take r square as common. This is your cos square theta plus sin square theta. 1 plus 3. This is your 4. Cos square theta plus sin square theta. This is your identity. This is equal to 1. This implies r square equal to 4 and r equal to 2. Same step, put value of r in first and second. What you will get? You will get -1 equal to 2 cos theta and minus root 3 equal to 2 sin theta. This implies cos theta equal to -1 by 2 and sin theta equal to minus root 3 by 2. Cos is negative, sin is also negative. In which quadrant? I told you before also. Remember by this after school to college. This is for first, second, third. A for all positive. In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions will have positive value. S for sine, T for tangent, C for cos. Reciprocal of sine is cosecant. These two are positive in second quadrant. In third, tangent and cot are positive. In fourth, cos and secant are positive. You have learned all these things in your previous chapter, that is your trigonometric function. Now, cos theta is negative. You can see from here, cos theta is negative in second and third quadrant. Sin theta is also negative. Sin theta is negative in third and fourth quadrant. You can check the quadrant, common quadrant here. Therefore, theta lies in third quadrant. Therefore, theta equal to in third quadrant. See the table of principal argument. In third quadrant, theta equal to minus of pi minus. Now, our main aim is to find out the value of alpha, and alpha is always positive. You can find out its value either from cos or from sin. See, now this time I am finding from cos. Cos theta equal to -1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the value of cos pi by 3. Right? Therefore, alpha equal to pi by 3 and theta equal to minus of pi minus pi by 3. Simplify this one. This is your -2 pi by 3. Therefore, polar form is 2 cos -2 pi by 3 plus iota sine -2 pi by 3. Take 2 as common. Plus iota sine -2 pi by 3. In this way, we can convert a complex number into polar form. Thank you.